This week, the United States and South Korea began annual joint military training exercises, which had been delayed to keep the peace during the Olympics in the South and reduced in scope as a conciliatory gesture to facilitate talks to end North Korea's nuclear program. However, as VOA's Brian Patton reports from Seoul, permanently ending these exercises and the U.S. military presence in Korea could become a key factor in the negotiations to come.
This year's combined military exercises will be similar to those in the past, with over 23,000 U.S. troops and 300,000 South Korean forces involved in both battlefield maneuvers and responding to computer-simulated attacks from North Korea. But this year, the defensive nature of the exercises are being emphasized rather than offensive operations to target the leadership in Pyongyang that were practiced in the past. U.S. nuclear-capable bombers and aircraft carriers are also not expected to participate this time around. The downscaling of the exercises seems to be a temporary concession to maintain diplomatic momentum with North Korea that recently shifted away from conducting threatening missile and nuclear tests to instead engage in upcoming denuclearization talks with South Korea and the U.S. However, there are concerns that further restricting and phasing out the joint drills could become a key focus of the nuclear negotiations.
In order to make progress in the denuclearization front, South Korea somehow will have to downscale or even cancel the joint military exercise going down the road.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un dropped his objection to the joint exercises that Pyongyang in the past called rehearsals for invasion when he met recently with a diplomatic envoy from the South. However, Kim also said ending the military threat against the North, a demand that in the past meant ending the U.S. military presence in Korea, would be a key condition for its nuclear disarmament.
North Korea made a clear point of view for denuclearization on the Korean peninsula and said that there was no need to keep its nuclear program as long as there was no military threat against it and the safety of its regime was secured.
South Korean President Moon Jae-in has so far tried to balance outreach to the north with maintaining his country's military alliance with the U.S. U.S. President Donald Trump, who has promised to keep up maximum pressure sanctions against the north and remain ready to use military force if needed, has also shown flexibility both in agreeing to meet with Kim and in going along with Moon's request to downscale the joint exercises to give diplomacy a chance.